Binance trading was so hard until I personally discovered this particular method I'm about to show you. And one interesting fact about this method is that it makes it look very easy, such that even if you are a total beginner, you should be able to effectively go about, understanding this strategy and implementing it for the appropriate results. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this trade is currently running in profit and it has been held for like 4 days or 5 days or thereabout now. So one of the key things I'm going to show you is how to use a simple strategy that is absolutely free to go about making money on Binance. Likewise, how to also use a simple psychology and how to maintain a good leverage to go about making decent money on Binance. This is going to be a walkthrough tutorial on how to do Binance derivative or Binance futures in general. So stick around, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well, so that you'll not get to miss our subsequent videos like this. And do well to join our Telegram community. The link is going to be in the description below. And if you're interested in getting signals on Binance derivative, premium signals by the way, hit me up. My number is going to be in the description below as well. So right now, what I'm going to say is that before we move any further, crypto trading is subjected to a whole lot of volatility. So you should be aware that you should not trade with the money that you cannot afford to give out to the market. That is very important. So after saying that and after putting out that disclaimer out of the way, let me show you how to do this. So right now, the more reason of entering this trade is pretty simple. All you're going to be doing is to pick a particular crypto to go about trading on this section. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of cryptocurrency. Like any cryptocurrency you could ever think of on Binance, you can use it to do this. Either BTC, Ethereum, Dogecoin, pretty much any cryptocurrency at all. After picking the cryptocurrency, you're going to be heading over to TradingView to then search for the cryptocurrency. And in this case, I've searched for it. It is right here. So I usually use like an higher time frame to analyze the market. So mostly I use like 4 hour time frame to do all of this. And the 4 hour time frame is going to be very much, very good, because it will wipe off all those noises if you come to think of it. So on the 4 hour time frame, there are a whole lot of strategy, but the one I do use that is pretty very basic for beginners is by understanding trend lines. So once you see any pattern that looks a little bit abstract, always try to join in some trend lines that will help you know which trend line it is, either a bullish trend line or a bearish trend line, because in some cases some trend lines can signify the market going up, and also some trend lines can also signify the market going down. So in this case, this trend line says it is a bullish trend line because the market is creating lower lows and lower highs in a descending form. It is most likely going to be like a falling wedge. So in this case, it is a bullish pattern. So once I spotted this trend line, what I did was that I had to plot in my first take profit from the upper trend line to the lower trend line, or from the lower trend line to the upper trend line. Either ways, you just have to put in a trend line that will cover the upper one and the lower one. Then you put it up to determine your phase take profit. So in this case, it is pretty very simple or pretty very straightforward to say that this is our first take profit. Like for real, these are first take profit, about 117.67. So in that case, but you can go for the second TP. Usually the second TP is always around here. Like some pro traders, some big traders use this second TP to like make some real money, because this one is the bigger one. You can use this one to make way more compared to this smaller one, but if you're just starting out, stick to this smaller one. So this bigger one is about 124.50. So in that case, I'll be going for the smaller one for the sake of beginners, so that you guys can get to understand this better. 117.67. Let us go over here, and then you are going to set in your take profit. So your first TP is the easiest one that will probably get triggered quickly. That's the more reason I'm going to set it there. I can choose to set it 117 point, let's go for 25, which is going to give you your $20 something in profits. And then you can choose to like risk. That's the more reason using a smaller amount will help you out, because if eventually these $36 gets liquidated, you can fund your 36 again and do it again, because surely one of it is going to get in profit, and you're going to recover your money, definitely. So when you are setting in your stop loss, always make sure that your stop loss is below the trend line. Don't go too high, always within that trend line region, the lower trend line region, so that if eventually the trade doesn't go in your favor, you'll not get to lose a whole lot. You'll still be on top of the game. So usually I put my stop loss below here, about 10, a little bit below. Once the trade is now inside the trend line, you're going to put it a little bit below the lower trend line. Okay, about 103.54. This depends on how you want to set it, sha. I think we've made some mistake there. This should be 103.54. 103.54. You get to realize that we'll be losing about 19 while aiming for 117 point. Let's go for 35. I think there was some network glitch there. That was why the first one did not go through. So we are getting about 24. This is kind of like a 1 to a 1.5 ratio, I think so. But anyways, a win is a win, because definitely we should either get our take profits, get it, or we get stop out. So that's the more reason when you're doing this, always make sure that you're using the money you're willing to give out to the market, definitely, because this is not like really guarantee. Like definitely you should always try to play around with your emotion. And the way I use my psychology to do this is by allowing your trade to get to your TP or your SL, okay? But some people usually use like break even. Whenever the trade is now in profit, they can set it to break even, such that even if the trade does not go to TP, they will not be losing. Either they will not be winning as well, or not even losing any money, because they have adjusted their stop loss to break even. Break even is your entry point. The price used in entering, you can still set it to your stop loss, such that you not get to lose any money at all. So that's how all of this works. Let's see how it goes, and I'll keep you all updated in a couple of minutes. This will probably take less than, I think, 1 hour, 2 hours, thereabout.
So guys, after a couple of hours, probably like 3 hours or thereabout, the trade has eventually hit towards our intended direction, and right now we are in some profit, about 30 now. But I want to set in a break even, such that I will not get to lose anything if eventually the trade reverses against me. And I've also adjusted the take profit to about 30 or one something, so I can aim more. But I want to cancel it, by the way, so I'll not get to like, stay much longer because it's already getting late. I might think of entering again, probably around some retracement. So if you're interested in getting signals like this, hit me up. My number is going to be in the description below. This trade has to do with psychology. No matter how your profit is, always maintain your psychology. Psychology such as holding your trade. That's where the psychology is, because a whole lot of you might have seen a little profit and close out. Always allow your profit to like accumulate based off of your psychology. So until then, that'll be all for now. I'll catch you all later. I'm outside, so this is going to be a little echoing. But anyway, that'll be all for now. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.